Close your eyes for a moment and breathe. Let go of all the worry, the doubt, and the endless search for what you desire, because the truth is, what you seek is already on its way. You do not have to chase it. You do not have to struggle for it. You only need to receive it. The moment you conceive a desire, it is not something distant, something yet to be created. It already exists in the unseen. The reality you wish to experience is already present in a dimension beyond your physical senses. Your desires are not random. They are glimpses of what is possible, what is waiting for you to claim. The world you see is only a fraction of what is available to you, and beyond what your eyes perceive, your wish is already fulfilled. You do not have to fight for it or struggle to make it real. You only have to align with it, knowing that it is yours. Every great achievement, every manifestation was first an unseen reality before it became tangible. The people who have what they want did not receive it by accident. They first accepted it as real within themselves before the world confirmed it. This is the great secret. Creation is finished. Nothing is truly being made. It is only being revealed. What you seek is not something to be created, but something to be realized. The more you grasp this truth, the easier it becomes to allow your desires to unfold naturally. You were never meant to struggle for the things that belong to you. The delay, the obstacles, the frustrations, these are not signs that your desire is out of reach. They are only reflections of your inner doubts and misalignment. The moment you stop questioning, the moment you stop looking at the world for proof and instead look within, everything changes. The delay dissolves, and what was once hidden begins to take form. Your only job is to recognize that it is already yours. Think of how the sun exists even when you do not see it. On a cloudy day, it does not disappear. It is simply obscured. In the same way, what you seek exists, but your doubt, your fear, and your attachment to the physical world create the illusion that it is not there. But just as the sun eventually breaks through the clouds, your desire will break through into reality once you remove the barriers of disbelief. You do not have to create the sun, nor do you have to create your manifestation. You only have to let it be seen. Many people spend their lives chasing, believing that what they want is outside of them, somewhere far away. They struggle, they force, and they try to manipulate circumstances, thinking that effort is the key. But those who understand the nature of reality know that chasing only pushes things further away. The more you believe something is separate from you, the more it remains separate. The more you believe it is already yours, the closer it comes. You are not here to chase. You are here to receive. The reason your desire exists within you is that it is meant for you. If it were not possible, you would not even be able to imagine it. The very fact that you can see it in your mind means that it is part of your path. The only thing that keeps it from appearing is your own resistance, the doubt, the disbelief, the attachment to the idea that you must work hard for it. But the moment you accept that it is already here, the need for struggle dissolves. You shift from longing to knowing, and in that shift, reality rearranges itself in your favor. When you walk with the confidence that it is already done, you begin to see signs everywhere. You notice synchronicities, small glimpses of what is coming, proof that your assumption is becoming reality. The world bends to match your inner conviction. What you once thought was a coincidence now becomes a pattern, a flow, a certainty. And as you continue to hold on to this awareness, what was once invisible becomes undeniable. It moves from a distant hope to a present experience. The key is trust. The trust that if a desire is within you, its fulfillment is just as certain. The trust that you do not need to struggle or beg for what is already yours. The trust that the world will reflect what you assume to be true. And the trust that, even if you cannot yet see it, what you seek is not just coming. It is already here, waiting for you to open your eyes. Every experience in your life is a reflection of your assumptions. What you believe to be true, whether consciously or unconsciously, shapes the world around you. If you assume success, you will walk in confidence, take actions that align with that belief, and see opportunities where others see obstacles. If you assume failure, you will hesitate, second guess yourself, and attract situations that reinforce your doubt. The world does not determine your fate, your assumptions do. What you assume to be real hardens into fact, becoming the life you live. Your assumptions are not just thoughts, they are the foundation of your reality. Every outcome you have ever experienced was first a thought, a belief, a silent expectation. You may think you are reacting to the world, but in truth, the world is reacting to you. When you assume something deeply enough, life bends to reflect that inner conviction. People respond differently to you, circumstances shift, and what once seemed impossible becomes inevitable. It is not a matter of forcing things to happen. It is about knowing they already have. Most people believe that change happens from the outside in, that if their circumstances improve, then they can finally feel better, more confident, more secure. But the truth is the opposite. The inner shift must come first. You must assume the feeling of already having what you desire before the world has any evidence of it. When you do, your mind and body align with that new reality, and everything around you begins to match that assumption. It is not magic, it is the way life has always worked. Think of the way a person carries themselves when they believe they are loved, valued, and respected. Their energy is different. Their presence commands attention, and people are drawn to them. They do not need to convince anyone of their worth. It is simply felt. Now think of someone who assumes they are unimportant, unwanted. They shrink, hesitate, and second-guess themselves. The same world meets them both, but their experiences are vastly different. Their assumptions determine the reality they live in. To assume is not to wish or hope. It is to know. It is to rest in the certainty that what you want is already yours, even before the evidence appears. You do not need proof to believe. You believe first, and the proof follows. The moment you assume something, you step into alignment with it. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions naturally move in that direction. You stop asking if, and start living as though it is already done. The delay between assumption and manifestation depends only on how deeply you accept it as true. There is no struggle in assumption. It is not about effort, nor is it about waiting for permission from the world. It is about deciding. You decide that you are already the person you wish to be, and you hold to that assumption until the world catches up. When you assume wealth, opportunities appear. When you assume love, relationships transform. When you assume confidence, challenges become stepping stones instead of barriers. You are not changing the world directly, you are changing yourself, and in doing so, the world must respond accordingly. Assumption bypasses the need for force. Many people exhaust themselves trying to manipulate circumstances, waiting for external confirmation before they allow themselves to believe. But assumption is effortless. It does not seek validation. It knows the outcome is already set. Just as a seed does not question whether it will grow into a tree, an assumption, once planted deeply, must unfold into reality. The only thing that can prevent it is doubt, the habit of undoing your own creation with fear and disbelief. Your assumption determines your destiny. What you consistently believe to be true about yourself and your life is what you will experience. If you wish to change your reality, you must first change what you assume. Choose your assumptions wisely, because the world is not happening to you. Doubt is the only thing standing between you and the life you desire. The moment you allow uncertainty to take root, you create resistance, slowing down the very thing that was already on its way to you. The world reflects back to you what you hold in your mind, and if your mind is filled with hesitation, worry, and disbelief, then the fulfillment of your desire cannot reach you. It is not that what you seek is impossible. It is that your doubt blocks the path, creating obstacles where none originally existed. Doubt is subtle. It does not always announce itself with fear or panic. Sometimes it disguises itself as logic, as caution, as waiting for the right time. But beneath it all is the same energy, uncertainty in what is already yours. Instead of assuming the wish fulfilled, doubt whispers questions. What if it doesn't happen? What if I am wrong? What if I am not worthy? Each of these thoughts plants a seed of delay, pushing what was once inevitable further away. The more you entertain them, the longer you wait. The mind is always creating, whether in faith or in fear. When you believe fully, you set events in motion that bring your desires to life. When you doubt, you set in motion delays, missteps, and confusion. The very moment you question whether something is happening, you introduce the energy of lack, and the world responds accordingly. You do not receive what you want, you receive what you are certain of. And if you are certain in your doubts, then life will prove them true just as easily as it would have proven your faith. Many people believe they are waiting for a sign, for reassurance, before they fully commit to belief. But the truth is that belief itself is the sign. The moment you truly know that what you desire is already yours, the world begins to shift. But if you waver, if you question, if you check constantly for proof, you are telling yourself and the universe that you are unsure. And what is unsure remains unformed, stuck in limbo, waiting for you to decide. Your delay is not caused by external factors. It is caused by your hesitation to accept that it is already done. Doubt weakens your energy. It scatters your focus, making you go back and forth between belief and disbelief, moving forward only to pull yourself back. One day you are confident, the next you are questioning. This inconsistency keeps you in a cycle of starting and stopping, seeing glimpses of your desire but never fully grasping it. The more you waver, the more unstable your reality becomes. The only way forward is to choose. Choose faith. Choose certainty, and refuse to entertain any thought that contradicts what you have already claimed as yours. Every delay you experience is not because you lack the ability to manifest. It is because in moments of doubt you create detours. Instead of walking straight toward what you want, you hesitate, turn around, and second-guess the path. You look at circumstances and believe in them more than you believe in your inner power. You give more authority to what appears to be rather than what is becoming. And in doing so, you unknowingly extend the time it takes for your desire to materialize. To eliminate doubt is to remove all barriers. When you no longer entertain the idea that something might not happen, you collapse the delay. What you seek rushes toward you because there is no longer anything slowing it down. But as long as you question, as long as you search for signs rather than trusting your inner knowing, you remain stuck in waiting. The moment you decide that there is no alternative, that what you desire is already done, the delay dissolves. The only reason anything ever takes longer than necessary is because of the uncertainty that lingers in your mind. The instant you shift from doubt to unwavering belief, what was once distant moves swiftly into your reality. There is no force keeping it from you except the hesitation you allow. The faster you release doubt, the faster you receive. The key to bringing your desires into reality is to feel them as real in this present moment. It is not enough to wish, to hope, or to simply visualize from a place of longing. You must immerse yourself in the state of already having, already being, already experiencing what you seek. Your mind does not know the difference between what is imagined and what is physically present. When you generate the feeling of your desire being fulfilled, your subconscious accepts it as truth, and the world adjusts to make it so. Reality bends to match your inner conviction. When you feel something as real now, you shift from wanting to knowing. There is no more distance between you and your desire because you no longer see it as separate from you. You stop questioning when it will happen, how it will come, or if you are worthy of it. You rest in the certainty that it already exists. And because you feel it deeply, the circumstances around you begin to shift. The outer world is always a reflection of your inner world. And when you embody the feeling of your wish fulfilled, the reflection must change accordingly. Most people wait for evidence before they allow themselves to feel the joy, confidence, or peace that comes with achieving their desires. But the process is the reverse. You do not wait for success to feel successful. You feel successful and then success manifests. You do not wait for love to feel loved. You assume the state of being deeply cherished, and love finds you. The world is not causing your emotions. Your emotions are creating the world you experience. If you persist in feeling as if your desire is already yours, life will conform to that assumption. The feeling must be dominant. A passing thought or a brief moment of belief is not enough to shift reality. You must live in that feeling, breathe it, and let it become the foundation of your state of being. It is not about forcing or pretending. It is about genuinely allowing yourself to experience the emotions you would have if your desire were already fulfilled. When you hold that feeling long enough, it no longer feels like something you are trying to achieve. It feels like something that simply is. And once you reach that point, there is nothing left for the world to do but reflect it back to you. Doubt dissolves when you live in the feeling of already having. There is no space for worry or hesitation because the state of fulfillment leaves no room for lack. If you were truly living as though your wish was already realized, would you question it? Would you need reassurance? No, you would move through life as one who already possesses what they once sought. And in doing so, you allow the manifestation to flow effortlessly. The struggle ends the moment you step into the state of being instead of chasing. The power of feeling it real now lies in its ability to override external circumstances. No matter what your senses tell you, no matter how far your desire may seem, if you persist in the inner experience of already having it, the outer world must eventually catch up. This is not about ignoring reality, it is about understanding that reality is fluid, always changing based on the dominant emotions and beliefs you hold. If you wait for things to change before you feel differently, you will wait indefinitely. If you change how you feel now, the change in your life becomes inevitable. You must fully surrender to the experience. If you want wealth, feel the security, the abundance, the ease of already having it. If you want love, feel the warmth, the connection, the presence of that relationship in your life. If you want success, feel the confidence, the certainty, the deep satisfaction of knowing you have achieved it. Let those emotions consume you. Let them shape your actions and your mindset. The more real they become within, the more rapidly they will take form without. Every great change begins within. The world around you is not fixed. It is molded by the impressions you hold in your consciousness. When you decide to feel your wish fulfilled now, rather than waiting for some distant future, you collapse the time between desire and manifestation. It is not about forcing change. It is about becoming the version of yourself that already has what you seek. And once you fully embody that state, everything you desire has no choice but to appear. The universe does not struggle, nor does it force things into place. It moves with precision, with ease, with an effortless flow that brings everything into alignment at the right time. There is no resistance in the way nature operates. The sun rises without hesitation, the seasons change without effort, and the stars remain in their perfect positions without strain. This same intelligence governs all things, including the fulfillment of your desires. The only thing that ever disrupts this effortless process is human doubt, worry, and interference. But when you surrender to the natural flow, everything you seek comes to you without struggle. Creation does not require effort. It only requires alignment. The universe is always responding to the energy you emit, arranging circumstances and opportunities in perfect harmony with your state of being. When you operate from a place of ease, knowing that what you desire is already set in motion, you remove the blockages that delay its arrival. But when you push, force, or try to manipulate outcomes through effort alone, you introduce resistance. Struggle is not a sign that something is working. It is a sign that you are working against the natural order of things. You do not have to make things happen. You only need to allow them to unfold. The tree does not force itself to grow. It simply follows the rhythm set by nature. The river does not struggle to reach the ocean. It flows effortlessly in the direction it was always meant to go. This same principle applies to you. When you align your thoughts and emotions with the state of already having, life moves in your favor. Opportunities arise naturally, doors open without force, and circumstances rearrange themselves without you having to figure out every detail. Many believe that hard work, struggle, and constant action are necessary to create change, but the truth is that inspired action flows naturally when you are in alignment. The effort that comes from force is draining and often leads to frustration. The effort that comes from alignment is effortless. It feels right, it feels guided, and it produces results without exhaustion. When you trust in the process, you begin to see that the universe has always been working on your behalf, orchestrating things beyond what you can see. The struggle only exists in the mind. The belief that things must be difficult, that success must be earned through suffering, is what creates unnecessary hardship. The universe does not require you to fight for what is already yours. It only requires you to accept it. When you release the need to control every step, when you let go of the doubt that delays, you will notice how quickly things fall into place. What once seemed impossible begins to feel natural. The path that once felt blocked suddenly opens. The opportunities you once chased begin to chase you. To move with the universe, you must learn to trust it. You must operate from the understanding that all things are happening in divine order, that what is meant for you cannot miss you, and that the process does not require struggle. You do not have to beg, plead, or exhaust yourself trying to make things happen. You simply align with the state of already having and allow reality to shift accordingly. The ease with which things unfold is not a sign that they are too good to be true. It is a sign that you have finally stepped into the flow. The moment you stop resisting, the moment you stop questioning whether things will work out, is the moment they do. The universe has never needed you to figure everything out. It only needed you to believe, to trust, to rest in the knowing that everything is always working in your favor. The force that created worlds does not struggle, so why should you? The same power that keeps the planets in motion is the power that brings your desires into form. You are not separate from this force, you are part of it, and when you embrace this truth, life becomes effortless. There is nothing you must chase, nothing you must force, nothing you must fight against. Everything is already set in motion, already being arranged, already on its way. The only thing required of you is to align, to trust, to remain in the state of knowing that what you seek is already yours. The more you embody this understanding, the faster things manifest, not because you worked harder, but because you finally allowed the effortless flow of the universe to bring it to you. There is nothing you must struggle for, nothing you must force, nothing you must chase. What is meant for you is already making its way into your life. But to receive it, you must learn to relax. The more you push, the more you introduce resistance. The more you worry, the more you delay. The universe operates on flow, on ease, on the natural unfolding of things. When you are tense, anxious, or desperate, you block the very things you desire. But when you release the need to control, when you surrender to the process, you make space for everything to come effortlessly. Receiving is not about effort, it is about allowing. It is not about proving yourself worthy or working yourself to exhaustion. It is about accepting that what you seek is already on its way. So many people believe they must earn their blessings through struggle, that they must fight for every good thing in life. But this is a misunderstanding of how creation works. The truth is, the moment you desire something and align with the feeling of already having it, it begins moving toward you. The only thing left to do is to get out of the way. Tension, doubt, and fear only serve to slow down what is already set in motion. When you are constantly questioning whether your desires will come, you send mixed signals to the universe. You are asking for something but simultaneously doubting its arrival. This back and forth energy creates delays, not because what you seek is difficult to manifest, but because your uncertainty is interfering with the natural process. Relaxation is not passivity. It is the deepest form of trust. It is a declaration that you know what you want is already yours. And because of that certainty, you no longer need to worry about how or when it will arrive. When you relax, you shift into a state of receptivity. You become open, aligned, and magnetic. Instead of grasping, you allow. Instead of worrying, you trust. Instead of exhausting yourself trying to control outcomes, you step into the knowing that all things are working in your favor. This does not mean you do nothing. Rather, it means your actions are inspired instead of forced. You move with ease, take steps with confidence, and allow the unfolding without resistance. When you are in this state, life flows. The right opportunities present themselves, the right people cross your path, the things you once chased begin to come effortlessly. People often believe that if they stop pushing, everything will fall apart. But this is another illusion. Struggle is not what creates success. Alignment is. Consider how effortlessly nature operates. The flowers bloom without force, the rivers flow without hesitation, and the sun rises without struggle. The universe does not fight to make things happen. It simply allows them to unfold. You are part of this same intelligent system. The moment you stop forcing, you will see that things begin to arrange themselves in perfect timing, not because you worked harder, but because you allowed yourself to receive. The feeling of ease is the greatest signal of alignment. When you feel calm, when you feel at peace, when you no longer question whether something will happen, you have entered the receiving state. It is not about waiting, it is about knowing. It is about feeling the fulfillment now and trusting that what you desire is already on its way. It is understanding that there is no need to rush, no need to beg, no need to prove anything to anyone. What is yours cannot be taken, and what is meant for you will never miss you. Everything that comes into your life is a reflection of the state you are in. If you are anxious, you attract more reasons to worry. If you are desperate, you push away the very things you want. But if you are calm, if you are secure, if you are relaxed, you open the doors for abundance, love, success, and everything you have been seeking. The world mirrors your energy, and when you operate from a place of trust, it has no choice but to respond in kind. You do not need to try harder, you need to trust more. You do not need to force, you need to allow. You do not need to chase, you need to become. The moment you relax, the moment you let go of the need to control every detail, you will see how effortlessly everything falls into place. What you desire is already on its way, and the only thing left for you to do is receive it.